My name is Hallie Clark. I am a mom to two. I have a 5-year-old and an almost 2-year-old. I am married for a little over 7 years now. My husband is active duty Navy. So that's an interesting life, but it's been fun. I'm originally from Ohio, born and raised in Akron. What inspired me to start the Define Challenge was to be an active participant in my kids' lives. I didn't want to be winded by running around with them in the yard. I wanted to be active and show them that you can balance everything, that you can balance being a good mom and you can balance taking care of yourself and prioritizing your health and your nutrition, and just showing them that you can do more than just being a mom. Life before the challenge was I realized that I needed to do something different than what I was doing. I was postpartum from having 2 kids. I kept telling myself I was doing really good with my nutrition and I was working out every day, but nothing was really changing. I was actually just gaining weight. So I realized that I need to do something, and I'm a little bit competition driven. It was just enough competition that I thought it would be a good idea. I'd looked into doing it previously, but I never pulled the trigger. So I kind of had a come to Jesus meeting with myself and told myself I needed to do something different than what I had been doing. My main goal from the challenge was to lose weight, to finally get out of the plateau or adding to the weight, and then just be able to have better endurance. My biggest focus was running. So I ran 2 to 3 days a week. Some of those were shorter runs, like 2 miles. And then I got up to my longest run, I think before the half marathon, was 9 miles. So running was priority. I did the Oklahoma City Memorial Half Marathon. So that was a goal, to be able to do that and not just totally die afterwards, which I kind of did a little bit, but that's okay. So my main goal was to get back into running and then lose weight, which kind of goes hand in hand with working out more, eating better as you lose weight. And then I would also do CrossFit WODs, which those are all changing. And then I walk. I love to walk. So I usually walk at least 1 mile a day, but I try to walk 2 or 3 miles. Usually ends up just being about a 2-mile walk every day. My husband will keep the kids while he's working out during class, and I get to go walk, which is really nice. So me and my husband have been doing high rocks. We did Dallas in November, and then we did Houston. I think that was in March or maybe April. So one of my goals with high rocks was to be faster on my runs. Which means I had to prioritize running and prioritize getting faster. So we did mixed doubles. So we get to do high rocks together, which is very fun. And then we actually took off, I think, almost exactly 17 minutes from our time from Dallas to Houston, which is really good for us. We were really excited about that. So we're hoping to do Dallas and Houston again. Hopefully maybe Atlanta, and there's a couple all over the place. The biggest challenges, I would say, was staying consistent with my nutrition. We prioritized meal prepping every Sunday or Monday, depending how our schedules panned out throughout the weekend. That was the biggest struggle for me, is to make sure that I had the food available to me that was healthy and would help me get to my goal. My husband did a really good job of making sure that I had he either cooked the food for me or he gave me the time, like he took care of the kids and gave me the time to cook. And then we stopped eating out a lot because we were saying that we were only eating out like once or twice a week, but we were really eating out like 3 or 4 times a week, which is never good. So meal prepping, because then your food's ready and you're like, oh, well, we're not going to waste the food that's in the fridge. So we're going to go eat. Go eat at home. I would say the defining moment was I took progress pictures, maybe like a month into it, and I wasn't really happy where I was. but I knew like my nutrition was on point. I knew my workouts were on point. I love to walk, so I was walking every day. And then after that, I took the progress pictures, and then probably like 2 or 3 days later, I was all in my head about it. My husband's like, you've been looking really good. And then a couple people started complimenting me at the gym, and I was like, oh, maybe I am actually like doing something. So that kind of clicked for me that sometimes you have to keep pushing past. If you don't think you've made the progress, you have to keep pushing through, and the progress will show up if you keep putting in the work. Products I use, I still currently use Oxidate, which is the Define Thermo and Define Sleep, which I love both of them. The Thermo has just enough caffeine and just enough kick to help with energy, but it's not too much that you get shaky or anything like that. The Sleep helped me sleep better. As a parent, your sleep always struggles a little bit. So to actually get meaningful sleep is huge. During the challenge, I think I did 8 weeks straight of the Thermo and Sleep. And then I took a couple weeks off. And then now I've been cycling at like 3 to 4 weeks on, 1 to 2 weeks off, just to give my body some breaks in there. I take a collagen with my coffee. And then I do protein, and I add in the defined carbohydrates on days that I'm either like lifting heavy or long runs. Just something that I know I'm going to need to replenish my body after a workout, so you're not just feeling completely toasted after, especially the long runs. That would be before I started drinking protein and carbohydrates, I would just be like dead afterwards. So that helped me have the energy to finish out the day and be able to keep up with the kids and hang out with them and not just be laying on the couch. So my favorite part of the challenge was having the Facebook group and having everybody it wasn't like overwhelming that people were hounding you every day. Like, did you work out? Did you eat good? Did you take your supplements? Did you do all this? But people would check in and say like, I worked out today and this is what I ate. And it was a nice constant reminder to continue to do what you're doing to get to your goal. And Kaylin did a great job of like rounding all of us up and keeping us all accountable and checking in. And so yeah, the Facebook group was definitely my favorite part. What's next for me? Oh, I don't know. I'd like to continue running. I would love to do a full marathon. I don't know if that'll be in the cards for me though. We'll see. Hopefully one day. It's a long way. 26 miles. Oh my gosh. So I want to do that. I want to continue doing high rocks with my husband. I'd like to do a singles high rocks, do by myself just to prove to myself that I can do it. Because with the doubles, he kind of does a little bit more than I do. We try to split it half and half, but he has to take over on some of this stuff. So just to prove myself that I can do it. I just want to keep dialing in on my nutrition and keep staying active and present and having fun. If you want to do the challenge, do it. Don't hold back. Give it your all. I mean, the worst that's going to happen is you stay exactly where you're at. And the best thing that could happen is you improve. And you make connections with people that are like-minded, and you get to try products that you might not have tried before. Yeah, just do it.